IUPAC nomenclature of amides. Amides should possess carbonyl functional group attached to nitrogen. On the other side of carbonyl and on nitrogen, groups can be either hydrogen or alkyl or arylic in nature. IUPAC name of amides can have all 5 units in it. Secondary prefix speaks about the substituents. Primary prefix indicates the cyclic nature of the molecule. Root word indicates the number of carbon atoms in the parent chain or principal chain. Primary suffix indicates the linkage between the carbon atoms in the parent chain. Secondary suffix indicates the presence of amides through the word amide. Since it starts with the vowel A, while joining primary suffix to the secondary suffix, E of the primary suffix has to be dropped. Recalling general points. Whenever a secondary suffix is present in the molecule, parent chain should include secondary suffix. Lowest possible number should be given to the secondary suffix. Terminal functional group should be numbered 1. Since amide is a terminal functional group, carbonyl carbon of the amide should be numbered 1. This is the amide functional group. We have only one carbon in the parent chain, 1. On this molecule, this will be the parent chain and we have 2 carbon atoms. This is the carbonyl carbon, so should be numbered 1, 2. Root word with the first molecule is meth. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is amide. With the second molecule, root word is eth. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is amide. Since secondary suffix starts with vowel, we have to drop the E of the primary suffix. IUPAC names will be methanamide and ethanamide. This is the parent chain. We should start numbering from the carbonyl carbon of the amide. So, we have a substituent at position 3, that is methyl. Secondary prefix for the molecule will be 3-methyl. Root word is pent. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is amide. We have to drop the E of primary suffix. IUPAC name will be 3-methyl pentanamide. Observe, there is no gap between the words in the IUPAC name. With this molecule, this will be the parent chain. We have a double bond sitting in the parent chain. If we start numbering from this carbon, then we have a methyl group at position 4. So secondary prefix is 4-methyl. Root word is pent. Primary suffix is ene, that is at position 3. Secondary suffix is amide. And we have to drop the E of primary suffix. IUPAC name is 4-methyl pent 3-enamide. This is the parent chain. We should start numbering from the carbonyl carbon. So, we have substitution sitting on nitrogen. So, secondary prefix for the molecule will be N, N, dimethyl. Root word is pent. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is amide. We will drop the E of primary suffix. IUPAC name is NN-dimethyl pentanamide. Observe, there is no gap between the words. This is the parent chain of the molecule. If we start numbering from this carbon, We have methyl sitting on third carbon and twice on nitrogen. So the secondary prefix will be N, N, 3 trimethyl. Root word is pent. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is amide. While joining the primary suffix to the secondary suffix, we will drop the E of primary suffix. IUPAC name is NN3 trimethyl pentanamide without any gap between the words. This is the similar molecule. We just have changed one of the substituents on nitrogen. So numbering and other things will remain same. Now on nitrogen we have methyl and ethyl. Since alphabetically ethyl comes first, secondary prefix will be N hyphen ethyl hyphen N comma 3 dimethyl. Root word primary suffix, secondary suffix remain same. IUPAC name will be N-ethyl N3 dimethyl pentanamide. This is diamide. We can start numbering from any end. Root word is hex. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is amide twice. So diamide. Since the secondary suffix starts with the consonant D, we have to retain the E of the primary suffix. IUPAC name will be hexane diamide. Same case with the substituent on the principal chain. In order to give the lowest locant to this, we should start numbering from this carbon. Secondary prefix will be 3-methyl. Root word is hex. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is diamide. IUPAC name will be 3-methyl hexane diamide. Here we have a double bond. We can start numbering from any end because double bond will be getting the same number. Root word is hex. Primary suffix is ene. That is at position 3. So 3 ene. Secondary suffix is diamide. IUPAC name is hex 3-ene diamide. We have only 2 carbon atoms in the parent chain. A ring will be considered as a substituent. Same is the case even with the second molecule. Let's do it together. Secondary prefix for the first molecule will be 2-cyclohexyl. Root word is eth. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is amide. For the second molecule, secondary prefix is 2-phenyl. Root word is eth. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is amide. For the same reason, we have to drop the E of primary suffix in both the cases. IUPAC names will be 2-cyclohexyl ethanamide and 2-phenyl ethanamide. This molecule has 3 amide groups in it. After removing the CONH2 groups, we are getting a linear hydrocarbon at the center. In this kind of situation, to give equal importance to all the three amide groups, we can make use of a special suffix called as carboxamide. With this word, carbon of the CONH2 is included in the name. Now to name this molecule, first we have to take CONH2 out and start looking into the carbons at the center. If we number them, we are getting pentane. On that pentane, first position, third position and fifth position, we have CONH2. So we can write that as pentane 1, 3, 5 carboxamide thrice. So tricarboxamide. IUPAC name is pentane 135 tricarboxamide. We should be very careful whenever we use the word carboxamide. It is not alkyl, it is alkane carboxamide. Using the same logic to name this molecule, if we use the term carboxamide for these two amide groups, then this ring system can be called as benzene, on which at position 1 and 2 we have carboxamide sitting. IUPAC name will be benzene 1,2-dicarboxamide. This is also a triamide, but after removing CONH2, we are getting a branched hydrocarbon. So we cannot make use of carboxamide special suffix here. In this case, we will be considering two amide groups as a part of parent chain and third amide group as substituent, that is prefix. Now if we start numbering the parent chain, we have a substituent at position 4. Whenever CONH2 sits as a substituent, its prefix name will be carbamoyl. With this term, carbon of CONH2 is addressed in the name. Coming to the prefix, CONH2 is addressed in the word carbamoyl. Another carbon means methyl. Name of this prefix will be carbamoyl methyl. Now if we try to generate the IUPAC name, secondary prefix is at position 4 complex prefix, so bracket carbamoyl methyl without any gap. Root word is hept. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is diamide. IUPAC name is 4-carbamoyl methyl heptane diamide without any gap. Same molecule can be named in one more way by using the prefix oxoamino. When these terms are used, carbon of the CONH2 is not included in the name. If this is our amide functional group, then C double bond O group is called as oxo. This nitrogen part will be called as amino. If we rewrite the molecule, it looks like this. Parent chain and prefixes remain same. At position 4 we have a substituent. Secondary prefix name will be, this is the carbon which is attached to the parent chain. So 1, this is 2. On second carbon we are having oxo. So 2-oxo. On the same carbon we are having NH2. So 2-amino. Since amino comes first in the alphabetical order, secondary prefix name will be at position 4 inside the bracket 2-amino 2-oxo ethyl. Rest everything remains same. So the IUPAC name will be 4-2-amino 2-oxo ethyl heptane diamide. Summarizing the terms, to address CONH2, if we use the word amide, it is a suffix. where C of CONH2 is not included in the name. With the word carboxamide, we can recognize it as a special suffix where C of CONH2 is included in the name. With the term carbamoyl, we can recognize CONH2 as a prefix where C of CONH2 is included in the name. If we use the term oxoamino, this is also a prefix name, but the carbon of CONH2 is not included in the name. Next lecture will be on IUPAC nomenclature of molecules with more than one secondary suffix. Thank you.